Fresh out of January, I got to see my good friend Janelle's comedy show. Every time I see her on that stage, she looks so comfortable, she's so funny, and she can just command a room. It was such a fun night and a proud moment as a friend. It's just so satisfying to watch her in the comedy sphere.
Looks like, you know what I mean? Like, how do people spend like money to like freeze like Joey and Josephine and JoJo in a petri dish for 5 years? Like,
and now the moment of truth. When my good homie proposed we go on an impromptu trip to Vegas for Super Bowl weekend, I was really excited. He likes poker and wanted to capitalize on the weekend, and I like spontaneous trips. I didn't like the clothes I brought, so first stop, the mall. I got a new dress for the occasion. It's funny when you shop at a chain in different cities, you can tell the style of the city. This Forever 21 had a lot of showgirl-esque dresses. Anyway, the one I posted on my IG is the one I went with. And of course, the game was playing everywhere. Throw that ball, guys. He also really likes football, but it wasn't the Eagles, so he wasn't that invested. Next stop was the poker table. So he's the expert, and apparently my job was to help him exude a certain image to the other players in order to psychologically manipulate them. So I played my role. I thought it was gonna be some Ocean's 11 type shit, but it was just me entertaining myself on Instagram, looking cute and getting tipsy. He really built it up. But apparently it worked, so I guess I did my thing. After he clocked out of the poker table, we were free to do whatever we wanted, and I wanted to play roulette because it apparently was the most fun and safest. I don't know. This was my first real time gambling, and honey, let me tell you, my blood pressure, I understand how people can feel on top of the world one moment and lose their house and their kids in the next. Luckily, we both came out with a profit. Luck was on our side. This woman from a couple sitting next to us was literally like, "Don't be like me." And she said they would come into the city all the time and just blow money on roulette. They were having fun, but it was definitely a warning. We actually put in 100 and it came out to over 1,000, but I wanted to continue testing my luck. So we ended up cashing out at just under 900, and I was pissed about that extra 150, which is how I know I cannot do this. I can't be about that life. I'm too anxious of a person, so I'm just happy that the outcome wasn't worse. Continuing our adventure, we went to the Bellagio, the Venetian, the Cosmopolitan. It was so beautifully decked out. We saw some of the classic rooms, and some were decorated just for Chinese New Year, which was so beautiful. It came to my mind how in other cultures, they'll celebrate New Year closer to springtime, which logically makes more sense. Everything is in bloom, new beginnings, spring cleaning. Like, why do we celebrate the New Year in the dead of winter when everybody's trying to stay inside and shut down? I personally feel when my body is in hibernation mode, and that's definitely in the wintertime. This gave me the thought to be better at listening to myself and my body, because if you're like me, I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself at the beginning of the year. That's what we're quote unquote supposed to do. I personally feel like I just started defrosting and getting out of hibernation, so I'm fully embracing seasonal living. Some amazing accounts that I've been following lately that help me along this mindset are Homegrown Living and Embracing Your Cycle. Moving along, of course we had to check out the clubs because apparently there were some big names in the hot clubs, so they were harder to get into. A random theory we also realized is that there's a hierarchy to who gets in the clubs. Depending on your sport and how visible your face is during said sport, you could be the most famous person in the world and still not get in because nobody knows what your face looks like. So even during Super Bowl weekend, imagine being this guy and winning the Super Bowl, but they don't let you in because they'd rather let in Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Right after Las Vegas, with it being the month of Valentine's Day as well, aka Black Love Month, I enjoyed a beautiful Galentine's Day tea party where we got to dress up, look gorgeous, and be in community. I know how some of y'all feel about Galentine's Day, but get over it. Self-love is the best love. This was the cutest part, is just seeing the decor, the menu selection, and this cute little bunny drooling honey into our tea. It was so cute. I also turned up right after and enjoyed Beyonce's new singles. In the spirit of living seasonally, I hope you're seeing all your seeds sprout and bloom this month. I hope you find that energy within, shed the skin of seasonal depression, and thrive. Happy Easter and happy spring. Stay tuned for March's recap because I just got back from out of town celebrating my friend's birthday, and we are a hot mess. See you in the next one.